Welcome to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the third game tonight of the LN Invitational Basketball Tournament where the St. Joe Central Indians take on the Kearney Bulldogs. Good evening and welcome. I'm Jack Kankwitz, joined alongside my partner John Harris, and we're going to be bringing you to all of tonight's game action here on North Nation Sports.
That's right, Jack. We have a great matchup for you tonight, but first let's look at the games coming up after this game. After this we have our evening with the St. Pius Warriors taking on the Lincoln Prep Tigers at 8:30, but first we have the St. Joe Indians taking on the Kearney Bulldogs on the Constellation, on the Bulldogs.
In order for St. Joe to win tonight, they will need to on the defensive side, they will need to get into the passing lanes and pressure the basketball. They will need to outwork the team tonight for sure. And offensively, they're going to have to get out in transition, move the basketball to find the open woman to knock down shots. Along with that, they will need to use Lauren Iman as she played really well in the previous game and will need another great performance to beat the Bulldogs.
And in order for the Bulldogs to win this night against them, they need to get rebounds, play fast, and shooting needs to make their shot. The basics of basketball,
pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Sure, yeah.
They'll also need to be looking to use Caroline Kelly, as she has a great performance on Monday.
I remember in years past she's looked very, very good. And now, the super important question, who do you think is going to win tonight?
I personally think the Kearney Bulldogs, especially with Caroline on the side, they definitely have a great chance of winning and that team dynamic that they need to pull ahead.
I personally think the St. Joe Indians are going to win. They looked really, really good Monday night, and if they continue up what they had then, they're going to, I think it's an easy dub for them. And now, let's send it courtside with Jed and Cole.
Thanks, Jack and John. Welcome to the Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the Liberty North Invitational Basketball Tournament, where the Kearney Bulldogs and the St. Joe Central Indians go to battle tonight. Good evening and welcome. I'm Garrett Lynn, joined alongside my partner, Ryan Hedgepath, and we're going to bring you all of the game action live tonight on North Nation Sports.
That's right, Garrett. We have a great matchup for you tonight, and now let's head to the tip-off.
And this is a really great matchup for us as both teams advance to this round. Kearney by defeating Park Hill and Central by defeating Raytown in the first round.
That's right, and whoever wins here will play Lincoln Prep or St. Pius for the championship on Friday night.
And we will have that game for you later tonight at the conclusion of this game, and that should start around 8:30.
Should be a great game, Garrett.
Absolutely. We are just waiting for tip-off as the teams are huddled up. Ryan, this tournament is a really great event that Liberty North puts on every year. It gets 8 teams that are solid and definitely very competitive every game of the tournament.
That's right, Garrett. Great teams, great facilities here at Liberty North. Nice field house, a great environment to play in.
Of course. And we are going to the starting lineups here in a second as the teams will be announced. Actually, first we're going to have the athletic director of Liberty North to announce the academic teams for both the Kearney Bulldogs and the Central Indians. Always wanting to, put academics before athletics. We are called student athletes, not athlete students.
That's right. You got to keep them grades up there.
Tonight, we would like to introduce you to your academic all-tournament team members. First, for St. Joe Central High School, Miss Grayson Moody.
And for St. Joe High School, number 23, Grace Moody wins the academic all-tournament team for them. I know that's a great accomplishment that players actually really appreciate. Getting recognized that not only are they athletes, but putting in that work to be great students as well off the court is, it's hard for athletes because they don't have as much time.
Get that nice little plaque too, a little bit of showing off just to go along with it. Yeah. You might as well.
And now, let's introduce you to tonight's starting lineups.
And now we will be introducing the starting lineups.
Number 4, Sydney Sample. Number 10, Ella Moody.
Starting with the St. Joe Central Indians at guard, they will be starting sophomore Victoria Jones and junior Tamia Trotter, as well as sophomore Natalie Payne and junior Kalani Huskin. And their lone forward will be number 22, sophomore Micah Landry.
Kearney High School Bulldogs, 00.
And now moving on over to the Kearney Bulldogs. Number
3,
they will be starting
Kelly.
at guard, senior Caroline Kelly. Number 5, Abby Couch, joining her. She's also a senior. Junior Kinsey Hoffman. Senior Maddie Taylor. And the lone forward, senior Quinn Weekly.
And number 33, Quinn Weekly.
And the Bulldogs were led by
Good luck
Caroline
tonight, ladies.
Kelly the other night, and the offense really runs off of her, and she'll need a big-time performance tonight to get the team to the championship round.
Absolutely, the offense really runs through her. She creates not only for herself, but for her teammates, and she's been their key player all 4 years that she has been at the with the Bulldogs. And we are about to tip off here. It looks like it will be the 2 forwards for both teams. This is the 3rd game of the night of the Liberty North Invitational Tournament, and we are just about underway. And Central wins the opening tip. Bringing it up the court is number 12 for the Indians, Emma Vajraska? All right, sorry if I mispronounced that throughout the night. And a little sloppy play to begin it, but out of bounds for the Indians. They will retain possession. The inbounds number 10. Ball movement, looking to get it inside to number 24 for the Indians, Lauren Einman. Pretty stagnant to start for the Indians. Kearney playing solid defense. Really looking to try and get the high post going with the forward, Einman. Keeps the ball on the perimeter. Not really attacking yet. You might see that continue, or you might make that point of emphasis for the Indians as Caroline Kelly gets a turnover, gets out on the fast break, takes it all the way, and just off the backboard. Central come back the other way on their own fast break, a 4-on-2. Kicks to the corner, does not have the shot. Top of the key, no. Loose ball, and fighting for it, and the Indians come up with it.
Central looks like they're playing kind of conservative right now, but Kearney looks to be on the attack early.
Yeah, for sure, and there's a nice pass by number 4 for the Indians, Sydney Sample, and Einman will be going to the line. That foul is on number 14 for the Bulldogs, Maddie Taylor.
Foul called on number 14.
And we will get our first free throws of the game.
Her first foul for the Bulldogs.
Just rims out as on the first free throw.
A little more support there.
And the second one is up and good as the Indians take the first point of the game and take a 1-0 lead. Offense coming up the court, looks to be, Kearney coming up the court, looks to be running a secondary action. Top of the key, Kelly off a screen. Smothering defense by Vajaska leads to a foul, and the Bulldogs will have a baseline out of bounds, it looks like, setting up a play. Little double screen action for Kelly, gets in the corner. She looks to kick it up top, and she shoots it herself. Cannot find the iron, but Kearney with the almost offensive rebound. Central pushing it up the court. And all the way, just out. Kelly with the rebound, pushing it up the court herself, and there's another foul on Vajaska, as that will be her second already. She will get subbed out by number 22 for the Indians, Brianna Dudley, the 5'8" freshman. And you know, this game has been really up and down just to start. You can kind of see the players are already a little gassed. That's something that I think both teams will want to slow down the pace just so they can keep their the people they want to play in. And there's a shot by Kelly and knocked down 3. Great shot by Kelly to start off the game, led by a screen. Great set for her.
Yeah, you can see the great defense being played tonight because that was the first field goal of the game.
Yes, and they look to be running a set and get her number 4 coming off a great screen and a layup for Sydney Sample, the junior guard. And that ties up the score for the Indians, as Kearney will bring it back down the court. It seems like Kearney's running a set on almost every possession, which in basketball, typically you have a flowing offense to continue throughout the game, and you have sets if there's something certain that you want to take advantage of by the other team's defense. There's a nice pass by Kelly to number 5 for the Bulldogs, Abby Couch, and she will be going to the line after a foul by the Indians. That foul will be on number 22, Brianna Dudley, after she just checked into the game for number 12, Emma Verjaska.
What's up?
The shot's up, and nothing but net for Abby Couch. Here's the second one, up, and just the same. Great shot by her.
A couple of little nice swishers there.
Yeah. Indians push the ball up the court, find a nice look in the corner, but cannot find the iron. Kearney gets the rebound, starts to push, has a look ahead. Number 5, Abby Couch with the shot, cannot find glass. Great tip back, hustle play by number 14, Maddie Taylor, but it falls out of bounds. Kearney really needs to be able to take advantage of these fast breaks that they have gotten, as they do not have a fast break point yet, but they have gotten multiple looks that should fall later in the game.
Yeah, if they want to be successful, they just really got to take care of those opportunities they got.
Central moving the ball around, get it into the post, and great play by number 5, Abby Couch, to knock the ball away. It will be out of bounds, and the Indians will retain possession, however. Back screen for the Indians into a corner 3, but she does not take it. One dribble and shot. Also cannot find any glass or iron and will fall out of bounds, as Kearney will retake possession. You know, the Indians have gotten really good looks so far in the game, but have not been able to capitalize on them. Look to be posting up Kelly, and that is a kickball violation, and the Bulldogs will retain possession with a sideline out of bounds.
Looks like 3 Indians checking in.
Good look for Kelly, does not get the shot off as Dudley comes up with the defense. Drives in middle, kick to the corner for 3. No cigar, as that shot is off target as well. The Indians coming up and knocked away by Kelly.
Throwing us the ball
Will
over here.
stay as Indians possession.
Trying to give us the ball over here, Derek. Saw that dunk last night.
Kelly seems to disagree with the call, but I do not believe the ref will be changing it.
I can tell you from my experience, high school sports, you argue with the ref, it's not going to work out for you.
Typically does not. Here seems to be a set by the Indians, and there's a shot, just misses off the glass. And Kearney, Sierra Culver, wrestles the ball away from 3 Indian defenders and gets fouled. That'll be a hold on number 1 for the Indians, Tegan Broden, the 6-foot freshman. There's a shot for the Bulldogs, and it's off target, catches the front of the rim. Indians look to be pushing it again. That's been a theme throughout the game, is them trying to push and transition. Floater, and no, but they get the offensive board, and she's fouled on the shot. Number 10, Ella Moody, will be going to the line. That foul will be on number 5, Abby Couch, for the Bulldogs. you know, both teams have gotten really great looks. They just haven't been able to capitalize with shooting, even despite the fact that the shots have been open and uncontested.
They just got to get some accuracy inside those shots.
Absolutely, and that free throw goes in for Ella Moody. As here's the second, just off back iron. Number 5, Abby Couch with the rebound. Pushes up the court to Kelly, who slows it down. Looks to be a little bit of a press on Kelly, not trying to get the ball out of her hands. She goes and posts up at the high post, and that ball is taken away from the Bulldogs, number 25, Shelby Holst, by the Indians. That will be a jump ball, and Kearney will get possession back right at half court. Look for a lob to the center here. Nope, they kick it back to Kelly. Kelly has a great patience for the game. That, I think, is what makes her even better than some players who just want to go 100 miles an hour the entire time, as she's fouled on that layup attempt.
She just really looks to set the tempo for the team and just go at her own tempo and whatever works for her.
Yeah. She doesn't feel sped up by anything, and she'll be going to the line. That foul on number 11, Lauren Wells, for the Indians. She's also a freshman. Kelly with the first shot up and good. That puts her at 4 points for the game. Second one, same story, up and good. Kearney has capitalized on all of their free throws so far. Indians trying to attack more on this possession. Kick to the corner, screen down, and pulls a 3. Unable to capitalize on the shot. It looks like an Indian player might have caught an elbow on that pass, as the Bulldogs get a fast break, and good for Sierra Culver. Great pass by Caroline Kelly. Pass out, and number 5 with the shot, good. First jump shot of the game made for Natalie Keller.
Natalie Keller for 2.
Now both teams are finally starting to get some scoring behind them, starting to get their game
Absolutely,
going.
they're starting to knock down those shots that they had open but had been missing. Pass to elbow, looks like a horn set. Try to get someone coming off a back screen, but pressure, on-ball pressure by number 1 for the Indians. Tegan Broden stops it, but she does foul. And that will be her second foul, I believe. Maybe first, excuse me. As the Bulldogs make a substitution.
Indians tonight have been good at pressuring the ball. That's the second bubble by Kearney that they forced tonight.
And that is Broden's second foul. St. Joe already in foul trouble with 2 players with 2 fouls, and that is 6 fouls in just the first quarter. The next one will put them in the 1-on-1. We'll put the Bulldogs in the 1-on-1. As Abby Couch with the knockdown 3-point shot off the assist by Caroline Kelly. The rebound by the Bulldogs, and they look to push. Kelly with another pass to Couch, and a layup, good! Yes. And that will force the Indians to take a timeout. Here is, we're gonna have a replay. Let's take another look at it as the teams go to timeout. Never mind, I do not believe we'll be seeing that replay. But this is, Kearney's really stepped it up right now. Going in transition, there's 5 quick points by Abby Couch that extends the lead to an 8-point game.
And Kearney is just down the road from Liberty North. You can see their little student section back there. It definitely gives them advantage in the audience tonight.
Absolutely.
Especially with that last layup, they were real loud.
All right, we're gonna go to the replay now, and here it is. Great pass by Kelly up the floor, and the layup is good, forcing the Indians to take their first time out of the game. You know, coach really wanted to slow it down, get the Indians back locked in, as they just gave up 5 quick points and took, after the 3, took 1 quick shot that led to the layup. The Indians are coming back out now. Look to be running a set screen there. Oh, looks like okay, there's their ball screen. Doesn't get the look off that. Kick to the corner, great pump fake, go, and just misses. Kelly pushes up the court, looks like she'll have the layup all to herself, and just misses. But they do regain the rebound, and back to number 25, no. Abby Couch with the rebound, and to Kelly for 3, yes!
There it is.
3rd time's the charm as she knocks down her second 3 of the game.
Kearney starting to get on a roll here.
Yes, absolutely. Kearney, that 3 extends their lead to 11 points, and the Indians look to respond here. Wide open 3, Dudley just off back iron. The Indians are getting really good looks. They just are not capitalizing with their shooting. Bulldogs pushing up the floor once again. Nothing there, though, as that will be a turnover in the Indians' ball with 1.8 seconds left in the first period. There's the half-court heave, and nothing, as that concludes the first period of the game. 17-6, Kearney leading with 7 points by Carolyn Kelly. We'll head to a break and go back to the second period.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
KC Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. KC Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will change your life and their life.
Adopt a new pet for just $25 at KC Pet Project from June 27th to July 6th at all 3 of our metro locations. For more information, visit kcpetproject.org.
And welcome back to Liberty North Invitational as we are about to get going in the second period of this matchup between the Kearney Bulldogs and the St. Joe Central Indians. So far, the Bulldogs have just dominated that first period towards the end. They had a lot of points in transition and really quickly.
Yeah, they just really starting to get on the roll, starting to feel themselves, starting to get their team going, and really just feeling the energy right now.
And the Indians have really had no response as they come out with a set. Good look for number 4. Sydney Sample, and they look to be getting inside, does not find a passing lane. Sample with the ball, kicks it to number 10, Ella Moody, and they will be working the ball around the perimeter. Has been a story for the Indians so far. There's a nice pass inside, and a layup is good for Lauren Einman. Those are her first 2 points of the game. Excuse me, she had a free throw earlier. And the Bulldogs are bringing the ball back up the court. Kelly and Couch really got it going there at the end of the first period. And Kelly with another 3. That is her 3rd of the game and brings her to 10 points already.
She's just draining them, Garrett.
Yeah, they really got to step up on her. They're giving her too much space right now. 11 points for her, by the way. Excuse me. As the Indians try to get something here, they've gone a few possessions before that last layup without scoring, and Kearney answered right back with the 3, so they really need a response here before this game gets too out of hand before the half. And that's not the shot they wanted. Kelly pushing it up the court. They have not been able to get back on defense to stop her, and the layup, just rims out. That will be a foul, another foul for the Indians. That is the 7th or 8th of the game. That one on number 10 for the Indians, Ella Moody. They'll send Kelly to the line once again, and where she capitalized earlier. She does miss the first, however. Kelly should really push the ball in transition for the Bulldogs, whether it be just by taking it herself or kicking it up the floor to another guard like Couch. And she misses both of her free throws. Rare sight to see for her. Indians push the ball up the court. Attack. Kick to the corner. Gets tipped. Back up to the top of the key to set it up. There's a kick out. Looking to get it inside. Ayman really has to make sure that she doesn't get called for a 3-second violation. And there's a shot missed. Another got her own rebound, missed again, but that will be a foul this time for Weekly of the Bulldogs. And Ayman will be going to the line for the 3rd time already. Pardon me, 2nd time, I believe. That will be Weekly's first and the team's 3rd foul. You really see the separation in the fouls here, 7-3. It just shows how Kearney has been attacking the Indians when they're on offense, as opposed to the Indians, who have been playing pretty stagnant and working the ball around the perimeter rather than inside out. Iman gets the first to fall, but fails to on the second. And Kelly pushes the ball up to the corner for Couch for a three, just off front iron. The Indians look to push in transition now. And Verdrowska takes the ball out and shoots three. Cannot find anything as the ball will fall out of bounds.
Not had great shooting tonight. That one went straight under the net.
They have not, and that has to be very frustrating for them, especially their coach, as they've gotten the looks they wanted. They just have not been able to capitalize on them. And the head coach for the Indians, showing a lot of trust here in his point guard in Verdrowska, as she has 2 fouls. As another three by Caroline Kelly, that makes her 4. That is her 4th of this first half, and that puts her at 14 points. The Indians working the ball around the perimeter again. The Bulldogs, have actually been playing really good defense, not letting the Indians get inside. Even if they weren't get a layup, they could still kick out and get an even better look than they have been. There's a layup attempt for the Indians by Sydney Sample. Cannot find the net, and tipped out of bounds by the Indians, and the Bulldogs will get possession. Kelly bringing the ball up the court. The Bulldogs here with a commanding 14-point lead, look to capitalize. Looks like they have a flat set. Screen here, ball screen. Can't really tell where they're trying to get it, and there's a jump ball. Great smothering defense by number 23 of the Indians, Grace Moody.
Jump ball.
And number 10 and number 3 for the Indians look to be sisters, as is Ella Moody and Grace Moody, a sophomore and a senior. And there will be a timeout for Kearney, as coach obviously saw something he wanted to take advantage of, or a set he wanted to draw up there. Ryan, what do you think has led to this big lead to jump out for the Bulldogs?
I think it's simple, Gary. It's just the Indians, they're not able to capitalize on anything.
And with that, we're going to head to a break right now.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
And we're back to the Liberty North Invitational, as the Indians just got a run-out steal and a layup for number 12, Emma Verdrowska. I am definitely saying that wrong. I apologize.
I believe that one's Verdrowska.
And a little bit of a scramble here by Kearney. Just gets a Couch for the three. Cannot find net, but they do get the offensive rebound. Look to push. Oh, they have someone under the basket wide open, but cannot find her. Central recovers. Great hustle by both teams there. Look to be setting up a set here for the Bulldogs. Just an ISO for Kelly. And, oh, could have been a foul there, but they do not call it. They call it a block. Right now, or, oh, sorry. Indians with the great defensive play there, not letting the fact that the Bulldogs got the offensive rebound stop them from getting the defensive stopped. So many times you see that. And here, finding a nice driving lane, just cannot get the shot to fall. Good rebound by Iman, finds the shooter. Three ball, no, as it hits out of bounds. And we will have our, for North Nation Sports, we have our annual telethon coming up. It's kind of our fundraiser, and that will be coming up sometime in April. I believe it is around the 11th. It's a Friday in April. We do a 24-hour event, and it is, I mean, it's a great experience for us and a great fundraiser.
Very fun. Great way to.
And there's a great move by Kelly. Just cannot finish. Great hands by number 5 of the Indians, Natalie Keller, as they will push the ball up the court, looking to trim down the 12-point lead. The Indians have seemed to take a little more control of the game, not letting Kearney just dominate it when Kearney's on offense right now. They've played much better defense in the second period. Good pull-up jumper by number 10 for them, Ella Moody, as she gets it to fall. Let's take another look at that as she just beats her, and that's the huddle actually. Never mind. So we will go back to live action, and there's a foul. Oh, is that on number 12? That is her third. Yes, it's on number 12, Vedraska. Hopefully that's right. I apologize if not. But that is her third foul. She probably will not be playing the rest of the period, as you do not want her to have already 4 fouls in the first half. It took a lot for your coach to trust in his point guard to play with 2 and rely on her not getting their third, but she does there. The 1-and-1 free throw misses, and Central gets the rebound, so turns out to not be too costly of a foul for the Indians, but you never want one of your starters not being able to play. Nice pull-up jumper for number 1, Tegan Broden, but she does miss. And Kelly pushes up the floor, settles it down, and tries to burst by. Smothering defense by the Indians here. They need to make sure not to foul, though, as they already have 8, and that will give them a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs if they do foul. Good push by Moody into the middle. Shot, no good. Not by Moody, sorry. That was by number 5, Albie Couch, excuse me. And Indians get the rebound push. Kelly with the steal, gets it. Should be a travel and loose ball. Oh. They reward the Bulldogs with the timeout. I don't know what I think about that. I think that was a loose ball, maybe even a jump ball, but the refs seem to be discussing it. Jump ball, and there's the call. That will still go to the Indians actually, and the Bulldogs will not be able to take the timeout, I believe, as the Indians have the ball on the sideline there. That was just a loose ball. Sometimes you can't really see. A lot of times if your player has it on the ground, the coach tries to get a quick timeout. That way they can keep possession. Just didn't have it for long enough there to get that call. And there's a great pass on the inbounds, and gets it to fall. There's another 2 points for Lauren Einman. Great pass off the inbounds. Way to take advantage of the Bulldogs' defensive setup. And now cutting the lead down to just 8. There is, however, another foul for the Indians, giving Kelly the 1-and-1. Probably not the person you want to go to the line. Her and Couch seem to be money from the free throw line, even though Kelly has missed 2 already in this game. It is a rare sight to see. First one's up, misses again. I'm not sure I've seen Caroline Kelly miss too many free throws in her 3 years for the Bulldogs, but tonight might be more than I've seen at all.
I believe there might be a full moon tonight, Garrett.
Indians bring up the ball and seem to be, can't really tell what they're running as the ball comes towards us, out of bounds off the Indians, and that will be the Bulldogs' ball. With 35 seconds left in the half, the Bulldogs might hold here for the last shot. Maybe not, as they try to push, get something for Kelly, and Couch takes it off the dribble, almost shoots the layup, loses his handle, and throws it out of bounds with 19.9 seconds left. The Indians will regain possession and trying to cut down the 8-point lead. The Indians fought really good in the late second half to trim that lead down from, it was 12, I believe, at one point, and get it back to single digits.
Yeah, it's going to be good going into the half for them.
and they will be holding for the last shot as there's just 10 seconds left. Look to be setting up a play screen into a ball screen for the point guard. Dump down, doesn't get there. Shot. Oh! And that's a jump ball, but it will be the end of the half. And we will be going to halftime show right now.
And it brings us to the end of the first half.
Studio halftime. I'm John Harris alongside my partner Jack Hinkowitz. Just a few moments ago, we were watching the St. Joe Central Indians take on the Kearney Bulldogs, where they were leading 23-15. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the game thus far.
Excuse us. No highlights quite yet. Let's go to players to watch. Excuse us once more. Let's go to a break.
Casey Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. Casey Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will change your life and their life.
Adopt a new pet for just $25 at Casey Pet Project from June 27 to July 6th at all 3 of our metro locations. For more information, visit caseypetproject.org.
This agency does a couple things. So the first thing, and I think the primary thing that people think about, is we build tiny homes. But once those homes are built and the veterans come in to live in these homes, in this community, what next? So the goal is to get them permanent housing ready.
My name is Brian Meyer. I am a co-founder and the Chief Legal Officer for Veterans Community Project.
Chris Stout, CEO, co-founder.
My name is Brandon Wayne Mixon. I'm a co-founder / Chief Project Officer at Veterans Community Project.
My name is Josh Hinges, and I'm the Clinical Services Director here at Veterans Community Project.
Believe it or not, all of us co-founders actually met from having different paths. We're all military guys.
We were able to kind of rally together and say, let's create a place that's designed to say yes. And so that's what we did. We came together and created VCP.
The idea for Veterans Community Project really, honestly, it's still an evolving idea. I can't say it's a completed idea, but the basis of it was myself, the other co-founders, we're all kind of working with the homeless population, homeless veteran population, different capacities.
What's very unique about us is we're one of the first nonprofits in the United States that helps any veteran. I don't care if you served a day in the military, 30 years in the military, honorably discharged, dishonorably discharged, you're still a veteran to us.
We wanted people to say, well, I took an oath to defend our country. Well, that's good enough for us. We're gonna help you. So that's what we do.
So the goal with any homeless agency, and if this isn't their goal, they shouldn't be working with the homeless. The goal should be to get them permanently housed. People don't become homeless because they lost a paycheck. They become homeless because over time, they begin to isolate themselves.
We ended with the tiny house model for really a number of reasons.
When they come in, they're in survival mode. Survival mode, you are hyper vigilant. And the houses are just so perfectly designed to incorporate trauma. It's honestly, it's a trauma-informed house. Their bed, the way they sleep, they're facing the door, which is the only way in and out. The walls there don't have windows. The bathroom doesn't have a window. Windows are there on the side and up front. They can see everything coming in, and they got a wall right here. They feel safe and secure.
As far as the transformation that I've seen with some of the residents, it's been pretty moving. One, on an emotional standpoint, just being taken back, but also to see, I've seen many residents that come in very guarded.
And you start seeing them slowly get out of that shell. The shades start to come up. They leave their door open. They start hanging out front. They start hanging out as a community. It's incredible.
When we started this, I thought I'd spend most of my day working with the veterans. So I transitioned to more running the business. I spend most of my day raising funds, creating partners. Partners like Atlas allow me to focus more on serving the people.
We could not do what we're doing without partnerships.
The partnership with Atlas has just been huge for us. And that's just awesome, seeing these guys, not just from a business standpoint, but from an emotional and personal standpoint, getting involved with us.
You see all of our partners come in, and they're the ones that really do the heavy lifting for us. We just provide that avenue for them to give back to veterans, and the response has been overwhelming at times in a good way.
You're able to literally heat and cool these places with almost a candle. I mean, it's just that efficient. Again, this is what the standard should look like for any other program. Even for residential housing, this should be the standard. The R-value insulation that the exterior installations be able to give to us, the roofing line that you guys have, the vented soffits, kind of the whole nine, these guys are literally providing the roof over our veterans' head.
I see VCP as a major component in Kansas City, and not only ending veteran homelessness, but ending homelessness in general.
I'd love to see a Veterans Community Project in every major city, because every major city has a need for this type of program.
Apologies for those technical difficulties earlier. We're going to move on to players to watch in this next half. For St. Joe Central, we have number 4, Sydney Sample, a 5'9" guard in 11th grade. She had a very, very good first half, leading her team to lots of points.
And now for Kearney.
Unfortunately, not the lead though.
And now for Kearney, number 5, we have Abby Couch. She's definitely been a pinnacle for Kearney team this year, and she's definitely showing that she can carry this team to victory, and with them in the lead. So Jack, what do you think? How do you think this game's gonna play out?
I really think that St. Joe Central could come back. It's still in the realm of possibility. I don't think it's a huge blowout yet. Kearney has definitely proven themselves to be a very dominant and aggressive team, and if St. Joe Central can go up to that level, I think they can win this game still.
And from what we've seen from past games, especially last game when Liberty North went against Park Hill came back and beat Liberty North when Liberty North was ahead in the halftime.
Exactly. So it's definitely possible. But as we've seen in past years, Kearney is a very, very dominant team, very aggressive all the time. They have a very, very good lineup. So it will take a lot from St. Joe Central's part to win this game. And now, let's hear another word from our sponsors.
KC Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. KC Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will change your life and their life.
Adopt a new pet for just $25 at KC Pet Project from June 27th to July 6th at all 3 of our metro locations. For more information, visit kcpetproject.org.
This year, all we want for Christmas is a warm meal for every hungry child, a bed for every homeless family, and blessings for every soul who helps us make this dream come true.
Welcome back. Now we're going to take a look once again at their keys to victory. In order for the Indians to come back, like we said, once again defensively, they will need to get into the passing lanes and pressure the basketball for sure. They will also need to outwork the other team. I think that's their number one thing they'll need to do right now. Offensively, though, they'll need to get out in transition, move the basketball to find the open people to shoot, and I think with those, they could win this game, but I think they really do need to step up a little bit in their offensive and defensive in order to be aggressive and not let those shots go in.
Most definitely, and the keys for the Bulldogs, they need to get rebounds, play fast, and shooter needs to make the shots, the basics of basketball.
Once again, I think that Kearney's doing a very good job with those. If they keep it up, they could win this game. I see it going either way. And now, let's send it back down to the court with Garrett and Ryan.
And welcome back to Liberty North's Invitational as the teams just came out of the locker rooms and are warming up for the second half. So far, the Kearney Bulldogs are leading by 8 over the Indians, but the Indians really made a run towards the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, late in the second quarter, they got those shots to fall. They did get back into transition, and they got the ball to the point.
And getting back in transition was really big for them, as early in the game, Caroline Kelly was just smoking them in transition, not only getting layups for herself, but also finding other guards like Abby Couch up the court either for a 3 or for an easy layup. And for Kearney, what they have to do is continue this lead and not let Central get back into it.
They just got to keep getting those open looks, got to push in transition, got to keep Indians out of the point, and they just got to keep hitting those shots.
And one big thing the Bulldogs also forced the Indians to do in that first half was get into foul trouble. For the Indians, their starting point guard, Emma Vadraska, had 3 fouls in the first half, 2 in the first quarter alone. She has to stay out of foul trouble while guarding Kelly, which, I mean, for them has been a hard task, as their backup backup point guard, Dudley, also drew a foul while guarding her.
They just got to keep her clean. She's got to be smart with what she's doing and see if Central can get back into the stands.
Absolutely, and they need her on the floor. They've definitely been better with her on the floor. And we are down to the final 5 seconds before the tip-off. There's the buzzer, and we will be getting underway. Kearney will start with possession of the ball with inbounding it right here. There it is, and they get it into Kelly in the backcourt. Look to be drawing something up, and they get the shot they want, and there it is. Good for Quinn Weekly, and those are her first 2 points of the game. Great play coming out of halftime for the Bulldogs. And let's check that out right now. Great pass and great layup finish as the Indians miss and Bulldogs are pushing back up the court. Kelly takes it all the way, gets it to go. There's another 2 points for Kelly, and the Bulldogs jump out to a 12-point lead right here at the start of halftime, or of the second half. The Indians look to be back to their stagnant offense that we saw in the first quarter. They got away from it in the second half, getting inside, getting paint touches and kickouts, which led to their open looks and making the shots. That was really when they've been at their best throughout the game so far. They look to be running some sort of down screen set there, and it doesn't work. They pull a 3 and banked in for Sydney Sample. There is 3 points for her, bringing her total to 5 for the game and cutting the lead back down to single digits at just 9.
That is the first 3 by St. Joe.
That is. They do need more of those. They've had really good looks, just haven't been able to make them. And there's a good drive by Kelly. Gets it to roll in. Nice finish as she's up to 18 points for the game. Missed shot, quick shot, and Bulldogs will get possession there. That was kind of a close call. Could have went either way. Kelly bring the ball back up the court. She has been the driving point so far for the game for the Bulldogs, having 18 of their 29 points. The other guard here, Couch, has 7 of those, including 1 3. Bulldogs seem a little lost here. Kelly gets it, drives in, has to pull it back out. Good defense by Central right here. And there's a great pass in, and another layup for the Bulldogs as Sierra Culver this time with the 2 points. Great find there for the Bulldogs, and they continue to grow on their lead, now up to 13 points. Indians with a 3, just misses. Again, back to open looks that just are not falling. They push it ahead, the Bulldogs do, and get a layup. No, it is blocked. And the Indians back the other way, push up court. Pull-up jumper, just misses. Fight for the offensive rebound, they got it. And kick to the baseline. Should get a layup look here. Iman makes it. But foul call on the floor, I believe. That will be on Quinn Weekly. Let's go to a look with Coach Boone for the Indians.
For the Bulldogs.
Good layup there. Sorry, that was technical difficulties there. But nice layup there for the Indians for number 4, Sydney Sample, bringing her to 7 points on the game, their leading scorer.
St. Joe's got to get this out of a double-digit lead for Kearney.
Absolutely. And Kearney's done a great job getting that early lead and just keeping them at bay long enough and not letting them really get back in the game yet, just cutting the lead down slightly. There's going to be a foul. Oh, if that's on number 12, Verdreska. That will be her 4th. I do not believe it is. I believe it's on number 10, Ella Moody, the sophomore. Time, Kelly tracks it down, brings it up to court. They get the ball to Couch, probably setting up some sort of set for Kelly as she gets it in the high post. Oh, maybe a travel, did not get called. She was a little out of control there. Couch driving in, left hand, and off the glass, and good. Couch with 9 points now after that layup. And the Indians right back the other way. There should have been a foul, I believe, but no, they will call it a clean block and be out of bounds. The Bulldogs really have to get back on defense. I know they're excited about the great layup by Couch, but you have to get back and not let the Indians get the same exact result.
Checking in for St. Joe Central, number 5, Natalie Keller.
Let's take another look at that great shot by Abby Couch. She drives in, veers to her left, and left hand off the glass, just gets it to fall. Extends the lead to 11 for the Bulldogs. Ball screen here refused by number 10. Oh, they no call there. Wow. As Ella Moody gets 2 points, gets it to fall. Great move. I would say you need to either call a block or charge there. But, you know, the refs saw something different, and more times than not, they have the better angle than anyone else. Indians with the deflection, and that will be a jump ball for the Bulldogs, and the Indians will regain possession. And for this Kearney team, they have 4 college signees in sports, starting with Abby Couch, who will be going to Mo State for soccer. She's number 5 and is having a really good game so far with 9 points.
Quinn Weekly is she's going to track at Missouri Northwest this year.
Caroline Kelly will also be going to soccer. I believe it is to St. Louis University. And finally, Maddie Keller, who will be going to soccer at Northwest. So a lot of not just basketball players, but athletes for this Kearney team, which more times than not in basketball can get you past, can get you by. Like if you have great athletes, you typically have a really good team. Here's some full court pressure by the Indians. Almost works, but Abby Couch catches it. They keep the ball out of Kelly's hands, but she gets it on full head of steam right down the middle of the court. Does not get the shot to fall. Indians regain the rebound and push up the court. Oh, coming by. Does not get the layup to fall. Great rebound by Kearney there. Fight takes it away from 2 defenders, and they call it jump ball. That was kind of a quick whistle there. I'm not sure that the Indian player really had possession, but once again, a little quick with that. I believe that's our 3rd or 4th jump ball we've seen already today. Some more full court pressure, and that will be a foul for number 22 of the Indians, Brianna Dudley. That will be her 2nd. And Kelly has drawn, she may have drawn 6 fouls already so far in the game.
You know, you just got to be disciplined out there, Garrett.
Absolutely, and if you need to pressure them to speed them up and keep the ball out of her hands, but once she does get the ball in her hands, you cannot foul her and give her easy, eventually that's going to lead to easy free throws that gives them more points. And there's a wide open look, great pass again for the Bulldogs as they have number 00, Sierra Culver, head into the line after she got fouled on the layup.
If Central wants to cut this lead down, they got to stop fouling.
Absolutely. That's been one of the key things that has been a problem for them is they have players in foul trouble. You can't play with 3 or 4 fouls in the 3rd quarter already.
Yeah, coach probably isn't too happy over there. He wants to keep the starters in, but they just keep fouling, and he has to take them out.
Yeah, number 1 and number 12, that would be Tegan Broden and Emma Verdraska, both have 3 fouls already for the Indians. There looks to be a block shot by Kelly. That's her 2nd block of the game, and the Indians will retain possession. Indians look to run the same set they have every single time for the inbounds play. It starts with the down screen and then ends up with a kind of sort of a flare screen out to the corner. Ball goes out of bounds for the Indians, and the Bulldogs regain possession. I believe they pressured the wrong girl there as Kelly gets the ball in her hands. I believe that's who their pressure is trying to keep the ball out of their hands for, though. Kelly cuts through, Looks to post up. Nope, setting a screen. Great look, and just misses. Another foul for the Indians, though, and the Bulldogs will be heading back to the line.
Central is not playing smart right now.
No, they're in foul trouble, and they're not helping each other. That's their third player with 3 fouls. 2 of them are their point guards. 1 starting, and then her backup as well. The Indians want to contest shots, but they have to be able to do so without fouling if they want to get back in the game. Because later in the game, if they foul, I mean, they're already at 4 fouls, 3 more, excuse me, and Kearney will be in the 1-on-1. And there's another free throw made for the Bulldogs, this time by number 41, Everett Mack, her first point of the game.
Give them that double-digit lead back.
And this third quarter has been pretty even so far, despite the fact that I feel like the Indians haven't really seemed to get much going offensively, but despite the fouls, have been able to keep Kearney from just blowing them out of the water. There's a nice pump fake, back out, layup, and fouled this time. That will send the freshman Tegan Broden to the line.
Foul called on number 00, Sierra Culver.
That foul is on Sierra Culver, her first one of the game. First free throw's up. No. Another difference here that we've seen, not only the amount of free throws that Kearney has been able to shoot versus the Indians, but also the fact that they have converted on a lot more, it's felt like.
Yeah, with Kearney, it's almost a guarantee for points when they go up to the line, but the Indian, it's just kind of been a struggle tonight.
Absolutely, and you just can't leave that many points at the line when you're trailing and allow them to have so many because of your foul trouble. That one goes in for Broden, as that is her first points of the game. They look to pressure again. Kelly seems to be breaking down the pressure every single time. Finds another Bulldog on the wing, and they get the ball back in their hands to set something up. They will be holding. It sounds like they will be holding for the final shot, as there's just 20 seconds left in this third period. Kelly Falls should have been a travel call, I believe, but they will not be calling it. Kelly looks to be down. Oh, she might be hurt. That is not good for the Bulldogs, not only for this game, but for the season. Oh, she's struggling to walk. And that foul will be on the Bulldogs, as they will be going to the line for 2.
Kearney definitely not happy to see that.
She kind of has a limp to her, it looks like, and I would not be surprised if coach looks to be leaving her in. Kelly showing her toughness here.
That foul was called on number 41, Everett Mack, her first team third foul for the Bulldogs.
And there again with another missed free throw for the Indians, this time by Dudley. Second one up, good, cuts it down to 8, just where we started the half at. And now Kelly up the court, sprinting. Oh, great screen set by Couch. 3, air ball, nothing. Kelly calling for a foul, maybe should have been, but they will not get the whistle. And now with the 8-point lead, we will be heading to the third quarter. For now, let's take a break.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter of this matchup so far between the Bulldogs and the Indians. The score is back at 8-point lead for the Bulldogs, 34-26, and they will be starting off the final period with the ball. Excuse me, the Indians will be starting off the final period with the ball.
Kelly's coming back in, showing her toughness, showing that leadership.
And if you were not here, Kelly did seemed to be shaken up on that last play there of the third quarter, but staying in the game and the coach trusting his players.
I'll have to see if she keeps up that same high intensity and high level of play that she's had.
And I have no doubts that she will. Indians with the 2 offensive rebounds and get it to fall, cutting the lead to just 6. Tegan Brodin with her 3rd points, all coming here in the second half. And now they're pressuring Kelly here. Kicks it, finds the shooter, does not take the shot, gets it inside. And there's another foul. That is Dudley's 4th foul of the game. Now let's check out a replay of that layup there by Tegan Brodin.
Foul called on number 22, Brianna Dudley, her 4th, team 5th foul.
Here you can see her get the rebound, go up through contact, and get it to fall. Cuts it to 6-point lead, which is the lowest they've had it in quite a while.
Yeah, they're really starting to come into their game, starting to make some shots, cutting that lead down.
That ball will be out of bounds, and here's a hockey substitution here as all 5 Indians will be coming out and 5 new ones coming into the game. Looks to be primarily their starters who just came in. Coach probably wanted to get them a little break there to start the period, let them finish the rest of the game in these last 7 minutes. Great find by Kelly, does not get it, but the Bulldog passes up on the shot. They'll reset and get Kelly the ball at the top of the key. Look to be on a Horns look here. X screen for Kelly. Finds this, the roll man and gets the layup to fall. Quinn Weekly with her 4th points of the game. Let's take another look at that. And Ryan, this looks to be the exact same play that Weekly scored on earlier.
If it works, keep doing it, Garrett.
And here, let's come back to the action as the Indians will have the ball out of bounds, baseline. You're good. And there's that same play again. Here's a shot, just misses, taken to the ground, and that will be a foul call, I believe, or out of bounds rather. The Indian player was out of bounds when they were touching it, so it will be the Kearney ball. Kelly bringing it up to court. She has 18 points in the game, but has not scored in a little bit. Oh, there's a travel mistake there, miscommunication between Kelly and number 14 of the Bulldogs, Maddie Taylor, who's played a lot here in the second half. There's a lot of times in basketball where you're looking for a back cut because the defense is overplaying, and that can lead to miscommunication between the point guard, or the passer rather, and the receiving player. Good move by Iman there, does not go all the way in. Iman working down low, but no feed for the forward. Kicks to the corner, no shot. Sample with the shot.
Big 3.
No good. Ooh. Fighting down low for it. Off of the Indian player's leg. Ella Moody, great effort, but she hits it off of herself, and the Bulldogs will bring it back up the court.
Central has only been able to hit 1 3 tonight, all game.
That's a big problem for them, as Kelly has 4 herself for the Bulldogs. Good pressure there. Find Kelly, middle of the paint. Almost falls down, keeps control of the ball. Takes it out and knows to be patient here, up by 8.
Whatever was bothering Kelly earlier just appears to not be bothering her at all.
Absolutely.
Right now.
She's definitely fought through. There's a shot for the Bulldogs. No, Indians come up with the rebound. Look for the outlet, pushing it up the floor. Transition break. Oh, spot up 3. Money. There's the second 3 of the game for the Indians. This time by Grace Moody, her first points of the game.
Of course, as soon as I say it, go and get another one.
And that cuts the lead to 5. And let's take a look at that shot. Bring the ball up in transition, kicks it, no hesitation, knockdown 3-pointer. And that takes a lot of guts to be able to shoot, to be able to shoot that in such a big moment in the game. Kind of lead to 5 when you had not scored. That takes a lot of confidence in the player, and you know that she has trust in her shot.
Really starting to clutch it up here, Garrett. What do you think Coach Boone is saying over there to his players on that Indian bench, Garrett?
Excuse me, what'd you say?
What do you think Coach Boone's saying over there to his players?
I think he's telling them probably just keep pushing in transition and make sure that they're defending down here without fouling. They have 6 fouls. One more puts the Bulldogs in the bonus. And right now, if you take a look at their fouls, their point guard, Nebraska, has 3 fouls, as well as number 10, Ella Moody, having 2 fouls. We will resume the action here. Kelly bring the ball up the court. Kelly looks to be pushing the ball. Kicks it out. The Bulldogs really should be patient here towards the end of the game, being up 5, and the Indians kind of having a little bit of momentum right now after that 3-pointer.
Yeah, right here, the Bulldogs, they can't just coast here. They got to keep pressing, keep scoring.
At the same time, I believe that Coach Ressler in that last timeout told them to get great looks, and that's not what they want to do right there as they turn the ball over. Number 10, Moody, right to the hole, gets it to fall, and it is now just a 3-point game. Let's take another look at that to take a look at Ella Moody's 7th points of the game. She takes it up the court, beats Kelly to the spot, finishes with the left hand. And that cuts the lead down to just 1 possession at 3 points. The Bulldogs really need to score here. They've gone a few trips without getting one, and oh, there's a look in. Get it to Couch, kick out for 3, shot, misses, and they missed the offensive rebound. Indians now pushing the ball up the court with a chance to tie. They're going to be patient here. There's 4 minutes left. No need to take a 3 here. They really just need to get a great look to make it either a 1-score game or tie it.
Central's really upped their game in this 4th quarter.
Absolutely. They've been playing really great coming out of the break. I don't know what Coach Boone said to them, Coach Boone said to them in the at the quarter break, but it has definitely worked. And there's a 3-pointer looking to tie. Does not get it to fall. Great rebound by Kelly, out jumping the Indian offensive player. Push it up the court, coast to coast. Gets fouled and will be heading to the line for 2.
St. Joe's back in foul trouble again.
And now Kelly at the line. Oh, and she does not get the friendly roll. Kelly has struggled with free throws tonight, which is rare, coming from such a good 3-point shooter, as she's hit 4 threes already tonight. And that one is money, as that extends the lead to 4 points.
Central's got to keep their momentum going here.
And Indians looking for a foul call, do not get it, as they will retain possession, however, down on the baseline. And the Indians look to be trying to set something up, not really working, it seems like. End up just driving down to the paint, getting a foul call, and they made it, but they will not give her the continuation. Have the ball down back on the baseline.
Foul call number 33, Quinn Wheatley. Her 3rd, team 4th foul for the Bulldogs.
I'm calling for it. Do not get anything off the inbounds play. The pick and roll, Ellen Moody with the shot is off, but Iman gets the offensive board and is fouled by the Bulldog defender, Kinsey Hoffman. The Indians will try again from the baseline. This is their 3rd baseline out of bounds on this possession alone.
Her 1st. Team 5th foul for Kearney High School.
Central's had 3 chances to see if they can capitalize here.
Here's a ball screen. Get a look, kick to the corner, kick it back up to the top, and there's a 3-ball. No! Kearney with the rebound, and Kelly with a 2-on-1 fast break, pushes it up the court. Tries to pass it, but the defender for the Indians, number 12, Emma Verdraska with the deflection out of bounds. Kearney will have to take it from the baseline. And Kearney will be calling a timeout. Coach Ressler definitely not liking what he sees here as the Indians have really gotten a run going here. Kearney not scoring in the last few possessions except for the free throw by Kelly. All right, now let's head to a break as we wait on this timeout.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
And welcome back. To the Liberty North Invitational. We have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in this round 2 matchup between the Kearney Bulldogs and the St. Joe Central Indians in just a 4-point game. Ryan, the Indians started out the last period down 8 and have really been able to cut into this lead.
Yeah, they've come back from a 12-point deficit, and they're really just looking to get on a roll here, get some momentum, and get some scoring done.
And something big for the Indians has been they have not let Caroline Kelly, the star player for the Bulldogs, take over the game, having just scored 1 point in this period, despite the fact that we're already 5 minutes in.
Yeah, they really started to contain her, and that's helped them a lot.
As we resume the action, looks like they're setting up a back screen for the Bulldogs. Elevator screen up to Kelly, but no shot as she's going. The Bulldogs are undoubtedly going to be patient here, trying to get a great look, taking some time off the clock, not letting Central limit the possessions of the game, so Central doesn't have as great of a shot to get back in it. Great pressure here by Verdraska. Close to a 5 count. Oh, and there's a steal. Looked to have went off the face of Lauren Iman for the Indians, but they do get the steal and look to cut this to a 1-possession game. Taking it straight down the middle. No, the layup will not fall. Great rebound by Iman, and they get it to fall. 2 more points for Lauren Iman as she takes, as the Indians bring it back down to just a 2-point lead. Let's take a look at it. This is a huge play for the Indians, making it just a 2-point lead, the closest they've done so far. Great offensive rebound and hook shot over the defender. Now Kearney bringing it back up. They really need the ball in Kelly's hands here, and she really needs to get something. The Indians are going to try and pressure her and get the ball out of her hands, but she breaks it, gets it to the corner. Open 3 for Abby Couch, does not go. And the Indians get the loose ball.
With just a opportunity right here.
2-point lead with just 65 seconds remaining. They look in. Iman. Oh, she walks. And that will be a costly turnover for the Indians. And the Bulldogs will regain possession with 61 seconds left. I'm really shocked that the Indians are not pressing here, trying to speed up this game, get the ball out of Kelly, out of the Bulldogs' possession, get the ball back so they can go score.
Central needs to get possession of the ball here. They need to drive down, score, really take control of this game right now.
Kelly gonna be close to a 5 count here. Oh, and she loses the ball. That should be off herself. There's a backcourt violation.
This is just what Central needed.
Absolutely great pressure by the point guard Verdraska as she forces Kelly to mishandle the ball and turn the ball over. Timeout for the St. Joe Central Indians in just 34 seconds left, excuse me. Let's see what Coach Boone draws up for the Indians in order to tie up the game or even possibly take the lead.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Central here.
They really couldn't have asked for anything more, and that was such a costly turnover by Kelly, who has been just amazing for the Bulldogs, not only tonight, but all the way throughout this season and past seasons. And here for the huddle, I'm guessing Coach Ressler for the Bulldogs is just going over the fact that they do not want to foul. They do not want to give the Indians a chance to just, make an easy shot and make their free throws.
Kearney's really just looking to hold them here.
One other thing to notice here is that the Bulldogs do have the jump ball arrow, so if there's a loose ball, be sure to look out for that as the Bulldogs will get possession.
That could end up being a huge factor in this game, Garrett.
Absolutely, and we've seen already 3 or 4 jump balls throughout the game. Typically the last minute or 30 seconds is when you see those jump balls come into play even more. And another thing to note is that Kearney does have a foul to give before the Indians will be in the bonus. So if they foul them without a shot going up, the Indians will have to inbounds the ball. So if you see the clock get under about 12 seconds, be sure to look for that.
Let's see what Central comes out with.
Central looks to be running a similar play to what they've been running most of the game. Might be trying to get the screen to roll. There's a down screen. Ooh, close to a travel there. Just under 20 seconds now, and there is Kearney's foul. That's not when I think they wanted to use it. I think that was too early, and I don't think that was their intentional foul that they would have wanted to do with just like similar to around 8 seconds. That way they can set up their defense and just shut down Central's offense. Central looks to be going back to the exact same play. There's the high ball screen. Nothing to show for it. Verdraska takes
an open 3.
3, no! Oh, who's that going to be off of? And it's going to be Kearney's ball with 2.3 seconds left. That should all but seal the game. They just have to inbounds the ball here. Timeout, Kearney. Wow, that was such a huge play there, that call. Great look for the Indians. Grace Moody hit a 3 that really got them their momentum to the Indians and got them back in the game in the fast break. Hitting that first 3, shoots it, open look, just misses, and the offensive rebound gets tipped out of bounds by the Indians, and Kearney will gain possession.
What a wild ride, Garrett. Central coming back from a 12-point deficit, almost getting it there at the end, breaking it down to 2. And they just can't seal the deal.
It's been such a great game, though, and amazing to see the Indians fight back, not only just like with because their offense was so just poor and slow and stagnant and couldn't get anything going for them in the first half. The second half has been a completely different story. They've been able to get open layups, get offensive rebounds, get to the middle, get it inside to Iman, who has 10 points for them now.
Yeah,
and
really,
not only that, but defensively, they've been able to shut down Kelly, who took control of the game in the first half.
Yeah, Central really turned it around here in this first quarter.
And now the Bulldogs will be inbounding here. If they do inbound the ball, it should all but seal the game, as the Indians would have to have a full court heave to win or tie. And they look to get it in. Kelly cannot. Oh, she's wide open. That'll end the game. No. 0.5. And that is the clock ending, but I believe they're going to put more time back on the clock. Yeah, I think they should put about 0.8 seconds back on the clock. Look to be what it should be for me. Let's see what they do. The refs conferring, talking to the scores table. I think they will be putting time back on the clock. Here, Quinn Weekly will be going to the free throw line. If she makes both, the game's over. Honestly, if she makes the first and misses the second, I don't think the Indians really have a chance to get a shot up in just exactly 0.8 seconds.
Yeah, even if it doesn't amount to anything here, it's still great effort by the Indians.
Absolutely. Honestly, here, if I'm the Bulldogs, I might miss this intentionally because the Indians cannot get a shot up in 0.8 seconds. They cannot grab the rebound and get it up. And Weekly makes the first. Now I would definitely miss the second because even if they do somehow get it to go, tie game.
Let's see what she does here.
I think she's going to try and make it. Does not. And, whoa, looks like Central got a timeout called just the moment that they got track of the ball. I think they're going to put time back on the clock again.
Central will not let this game slip away from them.
Oh, what are they going to put? Oh, that is huge that they put 0.3 on. That.
St. Joe Central timeout.
So in basketball, Ryan, if there's 0.3 seconds left on the clock, you are not able to catch and shoot. You have to just tip the ball in. Otherwise, the clock runs out, doesn't count. You can't really maintain possession, rather, you just have to tip the ball. Where had they put 0.4 seconds left on the clock, the Indian player could catch and shoot the ball rather than just have to tip it in. That's a big deal here when the Indians need 3 points. They're not really able to just tip the ball from the 3-point line.
Miracle time, Garrett.
It's going to have to be for them. And the Bulldogs players here, I would say just stay, I would put my 5 defenders right at the 3-point line, not let them, make sure that the tip is as far back as possible. I really don't see how the Indians get the shot up here. It's hard for, I don't think NBA teams are capable of doing this. So I'm interested to see what coach draws up here, tries to get, and if he's aware that they must tip the ball and cannot shoot it.
We're looking for a highlight reel play here, Garrett.
Honestly here, if I'm the Indians, if I'm the Bulldogs, I would have my players stand over there by their coach, because the most likely way for the Indians to tie this game up is to get a tip in right next to the basket and get fouled. That's really the only way I can see them getting 3 points off a tip. And nope, will not count either way. Misses it, and that will wrap up our 3rd game of the night. 3-point win by the Bulldogs, 38-35. Great performance for the Bulldogs and great fight in the Indians. Now let's head back to the studio with John and Jack for the postgame show.
5. Welcome back to the studio for your post-game show. I'm Jack Hankowitz, along here with my partner, John Harris. Our 3rd game of the night has just come to a close with the St. Joe Central Indians beating the Kearney Bulldogs 38-35.
Correction, the Kearney Bulldogs did beat the St. Joe.
Oh, excuse me, that's
our bad. That's right, Jack. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these highlights from tonight's game.
This game really came down to the wire here. It was a true nail-biter.
Abby Couch definitely put in the work for her team.
Oh, 100%. Definitely. We had multiple, both teams were on it tonight. St. Joe Central really, as you mentioned, as you remember from the half, we really did mention that St. Joe Central could still win this, and they got very close. That was a very, very close game right at the end there. It was.
And we also mentioned at halftime how Kearney could work together so well, and that they could put Abby Couch at the center and really just get led by her to victory. And that's obviously what happened tonight.
And they really did work together as a team. It looked very well.
It definitely showed that their teamwork skills can beat St. Joe Central. And I'd say that was pretty successful tonight.
And we will be back with the conclusion of your post-game show after these messages.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Jumping right back into tonight's players game will be Abby Couch, number 5. She showed an amazing game tonight.
She really did. She helped lead her team to victory for sure. They worked together as a team. She made a lot of plays happen. It was just a very good game. I personally really enjoyed watching this game. It came down to the wire, as I've said multiple times. Holy cow.
It was definitely such a close game that nobody could really tell what was happening, especially at the end there with the people adding on extra time. It was definitely down to the wire.
For sure. That concludes your your third post-game show of the evening. Make sure to stay tuned as we will have another game coming up at 8:30 with the St. Pius Warriors taking on the Lincoln Prep Blue Tigers. So make sure to tune in to the pregame show in just a few moments.